Who's Charlie?
Charlie Palmer. He's a private investigator.
He was my partner for 5 years. He's a good cop.
And there's no reason for him to jerk us around, is there? She thinks your ass shines beautiful one day and perfect the next.
How come we never slept together?
Because I don't sleep with people I work with.
I trust him.
I'm not so sure your judgment's good on this one, Tully. Up. Give it. Give it up.
You sure they'll be here? They always come here after body training. Just make sure you're looking hot when they get here. Look, there's Blake, the captain. Oh my God, he's dead. Call the cops. Now!
So any word on the Vic?
Prelim report says it's Blake Davis.
Blake Davis. That's the footballer, yeah?
Yeah, in town for a pre-season match.
I didn't think anyone took pre-season that seriously.
So somebody did.
Try and focus, Tully. Stand aside, please. Cute.
Oh, what a shame. He was one of the greatest halfbacks to ever run onto a field.
I think his running days are over, Tully. What the hell is he doing here?
You're a little bit off the beaten track, aren't you, Charlie?
Couldn't resist seeing you, Tully.
Flirt your way out of anything.
I was at a meeting at the hotel. I heard the commotion.
Old habits die hard, huh?
Can't keep an old dog down. Now, you want me to save you some time?
Go ahead, Charlie.
Blake Davis, 32 years old, discovered at 9:15 by your two autograph hunters over there. It's a forensics nightmare. 1,000,001 prints in the gym, but nothing usable by the
The
spine.
heat of the spa is going to play havoc with time of death.
Could have been there all night. It wasn't discovered till now.
Because no one used the spa until now.
Are we done yet?
Not quite. Blake appears to have evidence of bruising to his torso and neck, possibly from the game. Your murder weapon is a 5-kilo dumbbell, driven into the back of his skull. That buy me a second chance, Tully?
You can piss off now, Charlie.
You seeing you?
He's a good cop. Give it a rest.
He's a pain in the ass. Now, can we get back to work?
Yes, we can.
The team copped a hiding in the game, 23-6. Bit of biff in the second half, but that's about it.
How long are they staying?
For the weekend, team bonding session. Bit of touchy-feely, breaking the new recruits.
Lucky for some.
Mr. Boswell. Detectives Tully and Cross. Keith Boswell, team CEO. Gentlemen?
I just heard. What a terrible accident.
At this stage, we're treating his death as suspicious, Mr. Boswell.
Murder.
We can't be sure until the autopsy comes in.
In the meantime, our detectives will need to speak to the players and anyone on your staff who might know Blake's movements last night.
Excuse me. Look, I'll give you a statement in due course. In due course. Fine, you print this. Blake was a much-loved and highly respected athlete. He'll be greatly missed by players and management alike. Blake dies and reporters he's known for years assume he's mixed up with something bad.
And for what reason would they think that?
Look, Blake has had some issues with his temper, but he's worked through that.
You know, I saw the game last night. He seemed out of form. Any reason for that?
He's been struggling with injury. As players get older, they don't bounce back the way they used to.
So you think he's on his way out?
I had a couple of good seasons left in him. If the knee held up,
What can you tell us about his private life?
it was just that. It was private. He's married to Ashley most of his career.
Can you tell us where we can find her?
Talking to the players over there. She's the team psychologist.
Mrs. Davis, we need to ask you when you last saw Blake.
Last night after the game, we had a late dinner here at the hotel.
What time was that?
About 11. Then I went up to my room and he went out for a drink.
And how did he seem to you? How was his mood?
It was normal.
Was it normal for him to go out by himself?
He wasn't alone. He was with other players licking their wounds after a terrible game.
You weren't worried when he didn't come home?
I'd taken a sleeping pill.
Why is that?
I work long hours. Sometimes it catches up.
So you've got no idea who'd want to hurt him?
Blake's whole life was football. Everyone loved him. The players, the fans. It makes no sense.
Blake Davis died somewhere between 3 and 7 this morning. The autopsy shows he had high-range blood alcohol, 1.7, bruising to his torso and a single bruise to the side of his neck.
From the game or the fight, you reckon?
Inconclusive. But the wound to the back of his head was definitely the dumbbell.
So Charlie was right.
But it wasn't the cause of death.
Oh, maybe not so right, you know?
How did he die?
Blake was knocked unconscious with the dumbbell and then left to poach in the spa.
So the killer bashes Blake over the head and lets the spa finish him off. He converts his own try. It's murder, whichever way you look at it.
Hotel security cameras, Marty?
Nothing. Hotel's upgrading their system. Their equipment's left in Singapore on the docks.
See if there are cameras in the street. And we'll need the door key data from the hotel. Let's see who's going through what doors and when.
Yeah, I'm already onto it, boss.
What about the players?
All cooperating, all saying the same thing.
Blake was a great team man. We all looked up to him. Don't know what happened or why.
All sticking to the game plan, eh?
Any weak links in the chain?
Yeah, one of the new recruits. He seemed particularly cut up about Blake's death.
Angus Beaumont, right? You scored that runaway try against the Saints. Got quite a step on you.
She's top of the office, tipping comp. Bloody freakish.
We just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Angus, your friend Blake. It's obvious he meant a lot to you, mate.
When I first signed, I was just some dumb kid from the country. Blake and Ashley looked after me. Became my second family.
Angus! Angus! Let's go. Sure, Angus can spare a few more minutes here, mate.
Not allowed to chat with anyone without the lawyers. Boss's orders.
And this is a murder investigation, which makes me boss now. So if you want to do anything about it, I'll bust you for obstruction.
She'll do it too. Quicker than you can say $1 million sponsorship down the toilet.
Just trying to do what's right by the kid.
I'm sure you are.
Hey, Reese. Sign the ball for us? Yes, sir.
Reese Roberts, prize proof.
I've got to go.
Angus, mate, come here. One last question. That's it. When was the last time you saw Blake? That's all we want to know.
After the game, we're having a few drinks at the El Paradiso.
Who's we?
Blake, Reese, a couple others, and some chick.
What chick?
I don't know her name. She was all over Blake. It got intense.
What'd she look like?
Blonde, black dress. That's all I know, I swear.
Thanks, mate.